I'm Ben,
And I'm Ben.
and we are the
Today,
Ben.
Happy Pride Week, Ben.
Happy Pride Week to you. Happy Pride Month. Never mind,
True,
week.
yes. How proud are you feeling today?
I'm proud, babes. I'm very proud.
Well, I'm as proud as Naomi Canning when she's got her boobs out for Ned Willis. I mean, you'd get them out for Ned Willis, wouldn't you?
Sexy, everything about you so sexy.
Yeah, come on. So, Ben,
Yes, Ben.
as it is a special week in Erinsborough, it's Pride Week, we are also going to do something very special to celebrate.
We are indeed. We thought we'd bring a little bit of a rainbow action to the neighbours. So we thought that it'd be a really nice idea that we took a trip over the rainbow and remembered some classic neighbours LGBTQ moments.
And this week, there isn't one episode of Neighbours. There are going to be 5 episodes, one every day of this week. So,
Where do we begin?
that was such a big deal for us back then, wasn't it?
Because there'd never been a main character on the show who had ever explored their sexuality.
Before that, gay characters were always either the butt of the joke or the shocking plot twist that was soon forgotten about after like 5 minutes. Like Debbie Martin's crush on Macca the Builder. Came
Yeah.
out gay, Doug had a bit of beef about it, and then he was gone again.
And then there was Alf.
Yeah, Colin's twin brother.
Yeah, not the puppet.
Oh, yeah.
The alien. The alien.
Alf the alien. Colin and Alf were played by the same actor, paving the ways for the Dee and Andrea of our time. The joke of the storyline was Colin thought Alf was trying it on with Marlene, his girlfriend.
Sexy,
Oh, Marlene again.
everything about you so sexy.
And the joke was, oh no, Colin, don't worry.
I've been gay since I was 17.
That was the bombshell, the joke. Yeah, and that was it.
Don't be afraid, Colin. I don't find you in the least bit attractive.
So up until Sky and Lana, for you and I growing up, there was nothing about what we were going through reflected on screen.
And I think the choice of Sky as well to take that storyline on was genius, because she was kind of part of the heritage neighbours family. She was the granddaughter of Harold Bishop and granddaughter of Mrs. Mangles. So it was a bold move, and she returned to the street having been away for a long time and was this sassy, kind of non-conformative teenager. It kind of was perfect for her. It worked really well.
Lana's journey as well, coming to terms with who she was, how she was feeling, and also they connected her with Cindy Watts, didn't they? They were cousins. It was Cindy that Lana first came out to.
I've always had feelings towards girls.
Good for you.
And just seeing her go on that journey of self-acceptance and sharing those feelings with Sky.
Because I was really concerned when I saw the pictures in the upcoming episodes that they wouldn't do it justice, and was it very titillating, because there was, it was a sleepover, one of them was in a school uniform. It was a little bit like, oh, here we go. But actually, it was really, it was handled really well. And I remember a really lovely scene of Sky confiding in Libby Kennedy.
I can trust you, can't I, Libby?
Of course.
No, I mean really, really trust you.
Yeah, you know you can.
Okay. How do I say this? Well, you know how Lana and I are really good friends?
Yeah, I think you might have found a kindred spirit there.
Then why doesn't any of this make sense? Because I'm having these feelings for her. I know it sounds stupid and I'm probably blowing things out of proportion, but I'm just really confused.
It was just great that those conversations were happening, and it was really nice that it wasn't just shrugged off.
Yeah.
In a way that maybe some of the other stories, because Neighbours hasn't always got it right, because if you remember the Pepper and Rosie case a couple of years later, that really felt like it was they were doing it for the headlines, for the ratings, as opposed to actually any truth in the character.
It got quite insulting as well, because Rosie wasn't sure if she fancied men or women, so Pepper kind of orchestrated that bizarre experiment where she flashed Rosie.
Eyes to me.
You're in your underwear.
Yes. Now concentrate on my body.
And they kind of tested her heart rate, and then Fraser flashed to see which one got the stronger reaction.
I knew it. Out now.
Quietly.
Told you she was a lesbian.
Yeah, sometimes Neighbours doesn't quite hit the right mark.
However, Sky and Lana, a great story, beautifully told.
Yeah. And then obviously what was lovely was that in the 35th anniversary week, Sky and Lana came back. They got their happy ever after when they got to walk down the aisle as part of the Neighbours Lassiter's wedding expo. Factory of brides.
Yeah.
With Jane kind of pushing her down the aisle. Come on, I'm next for days, I'm next for days.
You were my first kiss. I'm so happy you'll be my last.
Even 2004 was back then the BBC were censor happy. They would cut anything they deemed slightly offensive. And I remember being so worried that storyline was going to be cut completely for the UK viewers. It's crazy to imagine that it wasn't even, that risque of a story, to think that back then, 2004, there was a chance that story could have been cut. And yeah, Neighbours now compared to 16 years ago, it's a whole different, colourful world now.
Isn't it just, babes? Isn't it just?
Incredible. And to think that whilst you and I were growing up, we weren't able to see ourselves reflected back on screen, but for the kids, the teenagers, the people who might be kind of coming to terms with who they are, they now get to see representation on screen, and I think that's so important.
Yeah, absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause I make no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't hurt yourself and regret. Just love yourself instead. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
So Ben,
Yes, Ben?
we might be taking a lovely, colourful stroll down memory lane, but it wouldn't be an episode of Neighbours without a slight competitive edge. So, in each of these mini episodes, we're going to be asking each other a question each. By the end of the week, one of us will be crowned.
Oh
the
my
winning.
word. You and your blinking crowns.
Well, I'm running out of room to store all of my crowns.
So, seeing as we've had a little Caminetti moment, can you name Rosetta Caminetti's father?
Her father was called Rocco Caminetti, the original mafia boss. I'm going to start you off easy. Who played Lana Crawford?
Julie Smith?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. It was Bridget. No, I'm not sure about
Bridget Naval. Bridget Naval.
Yes, Bridget Naval. Yeah, we can try again next episode.
We'll be back.
Will Ben be able to get a question right for once?
What a cliffhanger.